Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Rose, aka Rose from Concrete. Go ahead and follow my page, subscribe, gaming channel, all that. We're gonna get past that. Right now, what we're talking about today is a Kanye West Donda album. All right. I've been through it. This is not a first reaction. I've been through it about 3 or 4 times at this point. Been listening to it all week. Okay. And I feel like on the night of Drake's release is the time to put something together. All right. First thing I want to say is for those Donda haters out there, all right, I'm not a Kanye stan. I don't love everything Kanye. If an album is trash, I'm gonna say it's trash. If I don't like them, I'm not gonna like it. Everybody has a different taste in music. This music to me, this album to me, is fire. All right. There's a couple songs that I can say, meh, but overall, it's fire. So everybody's saying, oh man, I can't get past that first track when they're saying Donda over and over again. And it just amazes me that people will not listen to a whole album because of one track. And you really just didn't want to listen to Kanye in the first place. You didn't really want to get an album a chance in the first place. Because if we're thinking about it, right, we're talking about somebody losing their mother. I've seen people on social media. I've seen people everywhere in the world. People who don't go on social media and have lost people or loved ones that are very, very close to them, whether it be parents or siblings or whatever. And they probably think about that person, or they probably post about that person more than Kanye says Donda throughout the first track. So on an album about his mother, you would think that he would want to make sure he honors her and chants her name. So that's where I'm coming from with the first track. Do I think it could have been executed a little bit better throughout the album? Yes. Me preferably, I would have loved to hear like many chants maybe in the beginning or the end of each song throughout the album to really establish that moving forward. But I think this does it well, and it's in his way. And at the end of the day, when I'm listening to this album, I'm not listening for the hottest bars of 2021. I'm not listening for. I'm listening for the music. I'm putting myself in his shoes and coming from where in the sense of me losing someone losing a parent or a loved one, and how would I want to make that music and honor that person when I'm making the album. And I think that he's done well. And I want to go through each track and I want to give y'all some information. Okay. I want to actually give us some information on each track, whether it be the mixer who was in the studio with them, so on and so forth. So that way, for those artists who are trying to come up, it's not always about the face, the artist itself. If you can look and see who was mixing it, who was in the studio with them, who were the people who are more accessible probably than Kanye or any other big name artist, to get in a room with them or get them to do some music or to make something for you and then put you somewhere else. That's what I like to see. And just breaking down the music as a whole. I think that's a major thing, man. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off. Once again, I appreciate it. My name is Rose. We're going to do some more of these videos moving forward. Just starting off this YouTube channel, like I said. So if you can go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and turn those post noties on. Greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and move forward, man.
Donda, 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 Donda.
All right, so we got that. We know what it's like. We know what's going for. I already told you how I think he could have changed it up and did a little something different. But for those people who are saying that the chant, it was 58, they said it 58 times in honor of her because she was 58 when she passed away. It is 60. It is 60 times that Donda said. We got 6 across the board here, and we got 10 down the row. All right, so that's 60 times. So that would be false. The more likely scenario would be I saw the other one out there that was saying it's his mother's heartbeat before she passed. That's something that I could see him doing. But we'll never know until Kanye actually addresses the album, if he ever addresses the album and really kind of breaks that part down for himself. All right, so next thing we're going to go ahead and do, we want to see who's credited with the song. You see right here, we got Selena. All right, I don't know if that's how you say her name, but we're going to go like that. I know she's been on another track with him, All Falls Down. She was on the track as well. All right, so we definitely, you know, check her out. See what she's been doing. These are people that I try to go and try to see what's up with them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and move forward. Get track 2, and we know that's Jail. He did keep Jay on the original. All right, Jay is on the original. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play Jail, and I'm gonna run Jail Part 2, and we're gonna see what the difference is. Who do you like more? Do you really like Jay's verse more? Or do you like dababy's verse more? And we're gonna go ahead and get through that. All right, so let's.
Take what you want. Take everything. Take what you want. Take what you want. Better that I change my number so you can explain. Balance in the night. Balance in the night. Price.
Once again, what I'm hearing now is it's not about the album. Is not about the bars, man. Like he's speaking a story, but it's not about going bar for bar with somebody. Like that's not what this is about. All right. So I'm loving how he's delivering what he's trying to say. I think that's good, man. I think the delivery's
Do
coming in
you
good.
have any problems? Well, that one time, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. We all liars. Let it go. I'll be honest. We all liars. I'll be honest. We all liars. I'm pulled over and I got priors. Guess we going down. Guess who's going to jail? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Gotta go post my bill tonight.
And we all know he's telling the truth. We all are liars. We get pulled over. Well, shoot, we got a past due bill, and they call us on that bill. I'm lying. I might got the money in my account. I don't know, man. It's been rough this month. He telling, like, it's deeper than that, but I'm just giving you a shallow version of, you know what I'm saying? Like he's telling the truth here. All right.
Don't you curse at me on text. Why you try to hit the flex? I hold up like what? I scroll up like next. Guess who's getting next? Lord next. Guess who's getting next? You made a choice that's your bad. Single life ain't so gonna go there. Something's on my tell you why. Guess who's going to jail tonight? What a great plan to say, yeah. I could scream and shout, let it out. I'll be honest, we all liars. I'll be honest, we all liars. I'm pulled over and I got priors. Guess we going jail. Guess who's going to jail? Guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight?
And I love how he brings that court, like the court, like it makes it feel like you're in an anthem, like it, how he hits that the echo, the reverb, however you want to say it. that he has in there is it just goes like it goes above and beyond. It makes it feels like it kind of lifts you up, even though he's talking about, you know, going to jail, possibly, you know, going to jail. Like it makes you feel a different type of way.
Guess who's going to jail tonight? God gon' post my bail.
God in my cells, that's my celly. Made in the image of God, that's a selfie. Pray 5 times a day, so many felonies. Who gon' post my bail? Lord, help me. Hold up, Donda, I'm with your baby when I touch back road. Told him stop all of that red cat, we going home. Not me with all of these sins, casting stones. This might be the return of the throne.
Yo, Jay came in smooth. I'm not gonna lie. Jay came in smooth, and he talked to Donda. He said, we already know what he said. It's right there on the page, man. We already know what he said. It's right here on the page. Read it. If you can't hear it, read it. But the fact that I like that he said, I like the fact that he's like, yo, we had issues before, and he, you know how they have the falling out. They stopped talking to each other, and Jay-Z's pretty much saying, yo, I be doing Beyonce wrong too. I be doing wrong in my relationship. I be doing wrong. I be doing wrong in my in relationships I have, whether it be friends and stuff like that. So who am I to sit here and judge him based off of how, you know, we've been interacting? You know what I'm saying? So he's learning. I'm liking this Jay, man, the Jay from 444, trying to learn from his mistakes, man. And I'm not saying Kanye was perfect or Jay was perfect in this scenario, however it played out. But the fact that they can sit there, he can sit there and say that, you know what I'm saying? And look and say, hey, man, I'm not perfect either. That's wonderful, man. Like, and sometimes that's the hardest thing to do with your friends sometimes, because when you really friends and you tight with somebody and y'all have a falling out, you could be wrong, but you don't want to be the one to say I'm sorry. And, you know, if y'all been through a lot of different stuff, it's, you know, so to be able to accept that and just sit back and look back, man, that's amazing. Because I've had to do it with a few friends I've had, man, where I was wrong and I didn't want to admit it, and I had to, you know, swallow my pride and make that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Throne, Hova, and Jesus, like Moses and Jesus. You're not in control of my thesis. You already know what I think by think pieces. For you actually already told you who you think he is. Don't try to jail my thoughts and think presents. I can't be controlled with programming presets. Reset on my cell, in my cell at night. Don't have to see you to touch you. This is what Braille look like. It's on sight. If they take me to jail, call my girl, tell her, send my mail. We know what hell look like.
Yo. Like, I don't have to see you to touch you. This is what Braille looks like. It's on site. Like, that's fire. Like, I don't even know how to explain that, because, you know, imagining, you know, you getting locked up, or you know, you in jail, or, you know, you, and telling her you ain't got to see her to touch her. Losing a loved one and telling them you ain't got to see him to touch him. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. You know, we've all lost loved ones, you know what I'm saying? I think that's definitely something that, you know, I've experienced, you know what I'm saying, where I've experienced like someone, that loved one coming to me in a dream, you know, talking to me in a dream where I could see him, I could physically see him, or you wake up and, you know, you crying and you could see that person, or you had the conversation with that person like they were right there, but you don't. they're not, you know what I'm saying? That's amazing. You know, the whole thing about the going to jail, I think it has two different meanings to it. As far as the song goes. But yeah, man, it's an amazing way to start out the album. Amazing way to start out the album. I'm gonna go, like I said, I'm gonna skip and I'm gonna run Jail Part 2, but I'm just gonna play some of the baby's verse. All right. And we're gonna get an opinion on which verse that you like better. All right. So let's see.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
I like that.
Guess who's going to jail tonight? God gonna post my bail tonight.
Man, tell them haters open up the jail.
Open up the jail.
And you can tell my baby mamas get the bail money.
Bail me.
I said one thing they ain't like, threw me out like they ain't care for me. Threw me out like I'm garbage, huh? And that food that y'all took off my table, you know that feed my daughters, huh? But I ain't really mad, cause when I look at it, I'm getting them snakes about my grass, and that's a good habit. I'm ready for war, let's get at them, and teaming up ain't gon' help. Cause beating the eyes too deep, just me and Goshen, good at.
Yo, the baby came in here so smooth, man. First, I want to say, listening to it, I do like the Marilyn Manson on there. It lifts the chorus up it gives it a different little edgy feel to it. I like that. I like that little switch. Like I like that part in the chorus. But the baby came on here so smooth, man. Like I was kind of like, I didn't know how I was gonna feel when he came on. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard that he was gonna be on the joint, and he really surprised me on this, because I'm not the biggest DaBaby fan, but you know, he came on here smooth, and I like that he actually this showed me he can focus on a subject. Like he can talk about. And I like that he said, I'm ready for war. Let's get at him. I ain't teaming up. Ain't gonna help. Because he already saw that before. You go Megan Good. You can go. I mean, not Megan Good. You go Meg Thee Stallion. You go whoever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's on that. You know, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when they all against you, they all against you. So what he's saying, just me and God, I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like how he came in real personal on the track. He came in real personal.
At it. Matter of fact, I'm great at it. Myself, I'm back at it. How dare these people gonna try to tell me how to talk? Don't know what I seen or what I was taught. My mom worked 2-3 jobs to take care of 3 of her kids. My uncle's watched. We was raised by the crack addict. Raised by the drug dealers, killers, and the junkies. Mama couldn't save us cause she had to get the. Mama couldn't save us cause she had to get the money. Feel like you were.
I like that little switch in his joints. I like that he added that in there. Like I like how he switched that up real quick. And he changed the pace on that. I think that was tough. You know, how he's telling people, how these people want to try to tell me how to talk. Don't know what I was seeing or what I was taught. And that's a valid fact. When we go here and we talk about stuff in the world, man, it's like, you don't know how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying how you was raised is the perfect way, but everybody wasn't raised, you know, the same way. You know what I'm saying? Some people weren't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? So some people are a little bit more rough around the edges and may say things to America now, or people now who, you know, they take more offense to that than, you know, I could have said something, you know, 10, 12 years ago, and nobody would have batted an eye. You know what I'm saying? And trying to progress as a person from learning that, hey, like saying this may offend a large amount of people, and maybe I need to reevaluate how I think or how I move on this specific subject. Or if I still feel that way and I'm set in my feelings, maybe it's just best for me not to say anything at all about it and keep it to myself. So I do like that he came on there and he was talking about that as well, and giving respect to his mama as well. Like I like the theme. Like everybody's, you know, they're keeping what they talking about their moms, man. Talking about whatever they had to be, they've either taught or been through or how they got them to where they was at. You know what I'm saying?
World falling, getting too hard to catch it, ain't it? You and your girl arguing, you don't like how she acting lately. Giving it everything that you can give and you don't get half the patience. You was busy hustling, the things come with your hustle. They got in the head corrupted, a year that's probably what happened, ain't it? Large amount of capital, invested in myself underground, I ain't even have a basement. I read the affidavit.
Let's see what it is with you. The only thing I did to you was always keep it real and true.
Guilty, cause they gon' have to take me.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
And I like this switch.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
I like how he came in. I like that. I really do like that.
Going to jail tonight.
As that brick
I
different
gonna post my bail tonight.
brings a little bit of edginess, a little bit of. I like that. It brings a little bit of a rawness to it, which I think is good for having a baby. You know, with having a baby on the track, I think that's well done. So me personally, going back and forth between Jail 1 and Jail 2, I ain't gonna lie, I like the way the baby flow on the, like, I like his flow and his, like, I like his verse better. Like, Jay has some valuable critical bars in there, and I like the approach that he took. But to me, like I was telling one of my friends, is I feel like if y'all seen what's the song called, Forever, when everybody came on and kind of rapped the same, and then Eminem came on there and just went crazy on the end. You know what I'm saying? Changed up the flow. Nobody was rapping like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was rapping like that on the song, and he came in and just murdered that joint. And I feel like that's how the baby came in. Like I feel like he changed his pace a couple times. You know, he slowed it down, sped it up, slowed it down, sped it up. Like I like that. So I ain't gonna lie, if we only had to have one verse on, like, if Jail could only be one song on the album, I would choose the baby over Jay-Z. We're not talking about names here. We're not talking about what he's done as an artist and who's the better artist overall. It's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this specific track. I'm gonna have to go with the baby. Leave your comments below on that. Leave your comments below. We all got opinions. That's my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. I went back and forth a couple times, but I like the baby.